If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you are right.
Hi guys, so anytime you see me with this microphone, you guys already know that something is about to get down. And if you're conversant with this sound,
kí gangan ni túmọ̀ idán yìí? Mo rẹ́rìn-ín mo mí kanlẹ̀. Mo ní idán gangan ni idán jẹ́. Lẹ́yìn idán, àfọlọ́hun ọba idán tún ni.
well, I'm here with good news. The Idán Maestro is here, Lumee.
Èmi náà ni ti ẹni tí ẹ ti ń béèrè. Mú kí ara lé mú kí ara ọkọ. Mo kéré ọ̀nà. Èmi ti yín tòótọ́. Èmi ò gbóyìnbó àmọ́ a máa tún ọ̀gbìn tó bá sọ.
You don't understand English.
I understand, but I don't speak.
Hi Lumee, how are you?
I'm alright. How you doing?
I'm fine, I'm good, I'm pretty. Sitting pretty.
Yeah, I agree with you.
So, tell us about yourself.
My name's A. Okay, so my name is Michael.
Okay.
That's about it.
Okay, so what brought about the name Lumee? Michael, Lumee.
What would you guess Lumee means?
Lumee, like Olumide, Lumee,
Makes me happy.
Lumee Daron, Lumee, everything.
Well, none of the above. Okay, anyways, it's like Lumee is a name that I adopted. It's not my name.
Boro.
I not borrowed it. I stole it. Like it's like mandate. I snatched it from my father. So my father is the actual Lumee. That's his nickname on the streets.
Oh, that was his nickname, not like you coined the nickname in your.
No. It was his nickname for the streets. It used to be Olu Mexico. Meaning that his name is Olumide. And then along the line, Olu Mexico, Bawo. Lumee makes sense. So he picked up Lumee. So growing up,
Are you the only son?
No, I'm the first one.
You're the
We have
first.
three other
Okay.
boys. Two other boys actually, or
Okay.
three guys. So growing up, I was bound to a particular type of nickname based on my name being Michael. So I was either Mickey, Mike, Mikey, Michael, Michael Ade, whatever Michael would give you. And of all of the names that originated from Michael, none of it was going to work for me as a nickname because Annie Mickey,
Annie Mike.
Mouse, Annie Michael Ade. So I didn't like any of those. So eventually, I think I'd try like creating some nicknames that didn't exactly work out for me. And then I discovered
Lumee.
the gem in my father's nickname. And it's my father's one now. Why can't I just steal it? So I didn't even have to steal it. I'm trying to make a legacy here, keep his name alive and stuff. But as long as I'm the son of my father, I'm going to be Lumee Adelakun. So yeah, Michael Lumee Adelakun. That's my name in full. Thank you.
Okay. Tell us, what do you do for a living? What do you do?
I basically do nothing. I don't work. I don't go to work. I have sacked all of my bosses.
What's that?
And what I do now is I enjoy my life.
What's that
I
accent?
go on boats and yacht cruises.
That sounds really familiar, that accent.
Accent.
Yeah.
Which accent?
This.
I do not have an accent. I speak like I speak. So yes, enough of making you laugh. So I do not work. I do not have a job. What I basically do is go on yacht cruises.
Yeah. You're
sleep
speaking like an
around-
Hausa man.
Sleep around in hotels, enjoy my life basically, and do nothing. All I do for a living is enjoy my living. It don't move. That's how I live.
Oh yeah, you are. You don't.
On a more serious note, I work with a brand called
Avocado.
NG. Yes, is an e-commerce app, e-commerce website, e-commerce company, so grocery and stuff. So yeah, I work there as lead social media marketing, and aside from that being like my regular job, I work remotely. I also have my thing that I'm trying to like build my brand and stuff. So that's more around content creation. I do voiceovers, I host events, and a few other things I probably don't remember at the moment. I also co-own a brand called Thrill, and what we do is we create experiences.
Lovely. This old OLOTU AGBA. Yes, you call yourself OLOTU AGBA on Instagram.
No, I don't call myself.
You are.
People call me.
Oh, people call you.
Yes, I am.
You are OLOTU AGBA.
Yeah.
Of course you are. Your content is very unique. The
Thank
niche you picked is very unique.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, in case you don't know, like he creates content in Yoruba actually. Doesn't speak English. He speaks English, obviously. You guys understand him. But like his content on Instagram, on TikTok is Yoruba. So whatever he's saying it in Yoruba, and it's not just any kind of Yoruba. Like his voice is always deep.
My voice is not deep. My voice is soft.
Okay, his voice is soft.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically. So you mentioned content creation, right? And that's why we're here, because your content is very special. Your niche is very unique, and I don't think I've really seen any other person that creates like your kind of content. Well, I haven't seen. It's mostly like English content creators and all of those things. So what brought about that? Or is it that you saw someone do it and you were like, okay, I can do this too, right? And which is actually good, but is it that you saw someone do it?
So it started in the year 2020, October 10, 2020, MSAS period. That was when it started. The whole about Lebushi of Lagos being embarrassed by carrying the staff.
Yeah,
so
carrying the staff.
The OGs, I just like decided to just hop on it at the time and just not make mockery, but like create some kind of humor out of the situation.
Yeah.
So I picked up my phone. I remember very well. It was nothing serious. It was just I picked up my phone in my room, made a selfie video talking about the whole issue, and I used a particular type of voice, and that's the voice that Yoruba radio presenters use. So growing up, I listened to like some of them. I'm able to like pick up how they sound and just replicate it. So it's always been something that I played with. So at that moment, I picked up and used that voice to create something. And people were like, this is really nice. Post it on social media. As I decided to like take it to Twitter. And
you took it to Twitter first?
Yeah, Twitter first, and then Instagram, and then the others. So it took it got some kind of attention. People were like, you should do more of this, blah blah blah. So and when a lot of people are saying do more of this, I think you should try to see if you can, and if you think you can, then you're fine to do it. So if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you're right. Yeah, nuggets.
That motivation.
So yeah, I just picked it up and then I started like making more of it. And I remember December 2020 was when I made. Was it December? I think it was December 2020 was when I made like the one that just.
Which one?
All over the place. There was one about Yoruba presenters and how they sound. So Yoruba radio presenters be like.
Oh.
And then it was around like Christmas period. I just did that and then people like really loved it. It is 70K on Twitter within like weeks. My phone was buzzing and like that was the first time in my life. I've been doing content before, like I've been doing skits. Like I was trying to be funny.
Wait, you were doing skits?
Yeah, we're clowns. So we were trying to be funny. I wanted to be the next to be talking. But I mean, that wasn't entirely working out because I think I was at 7K, 5K, 7K followers at the time.
That's good now. Humble beginnings, no.
I mean, I was still doing like, I was still raking in like 100 comments, 150, 200 comments.
Your skits days are not bad
once
now.
I did like 24K views, 10K views, sometimes it's 2K.
You're a funny guy.
2K we never stop. 2K, 1K, 2K, 700 views.
But wait, that's not bad now.
It's not too bad. Imagine 700 people.
Let me see, we're actually funny. Imagine and 2,000 people.
I wasn't so bad.
You're a funny guy.
But at a point, he started looking like me. You can't continue to be like this.
But we thank God that you chose this path.
Yeah,
this Yoruba
so it just got to a point that the skit was working, but like something.
You needed something more.
Yeah, something didn't feel exactly right about it. So
you just felt like you were not just funny enough.
Yeah. So coincidentally at the time, I had struggles with the Yoruba content because I didn't want to be identified solely as that Yoruba. That guy that speaks Yoruba on Instagram. I didn't want that for myself, being that who love Yoruba now stuck to only that. I would only be identified as the Yoruba speaking guy, and that would be all of it. Nobody would know the other things that I could do. I wouldn't get these voiceover jobs I get nowadays. Nobody would know that I actually speak German. Nobody would know that I can fake some French.
You can fake some French.
I can fake some French. I can speak fake Spanish. I can speak Chinese, and you would think that it's true.
Please fake for me. Fake French for me, because now I understand French, so you know. What? Oh, that's not faking. You know it now. Okay.
Ask me why in French.
Pourquoi?
Parce que tu es belle. Tout le monde, je m'appelle Michael Adelacou et toujours pas dans la classe, professeur, pas de nuit aujourd'hui, tu parles français, je n'ai pas facile. It sounds like I'm speaking French. I'm just like putting
everything together.
And then if I was going to sound like an African French person, that's like me supposedly sounding like a French person from Paris. If I was going to sound like an African one, professeur pas de la classe, toujours est là, non?
Please.
C'est bon, bon allez. You know, African French speakers be like that. And then the Parisians are like, tous les mots, tu parles français, je n'ai pas facile. C'est pas facile, ici.
Yeah, I get
Yeah,
it. So you are very talented.
Yeah,
You're very
so
talented.
yeah, it's talent.
You
so
learned, what did you study in school? Did you study language or something, or I don't know?
European studies, German major.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I studied. European studies. I majored in German. So
Oh.
there were options of German, French, and Russian.
So you know how to make use of language.
Yeah, so I learned language. So before my degree, I was already like a language enthusiast. Like I was just highly fluent for languages, and somehow is how I found
You just wanted to
myself.
speak well.
Not that I wanted to speak well. I was just for no particular reason interested in languages, and so it was how I eventually was able to find myself studying a language course. So yeah, and being that I understand this is how I'm able to apply that in my content. So I usually tell people that if you knew me before OLOTU AGBA blew up or like started blowing up, you know that I'm not exactly, I don't give off Yoruba on a norm. I don't give off Yoruba. I've had the senses of people thinking I'm probably Delta or something. So I think it was like a weekend ago, so a friend of mine was telling me about how he knew me in 100 level back in uni, and
Did you
when he
see
was
you
in
as a
uni,
Yoruba
like,
person?
Yoruba, so you started speaking Yoruba like this. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm this Yoruba guy, like, oh, I'm like deep Yoruba. It's just I speak some Yoruba, and I'm able to like balance that with my voiceover skills and talent, and just put it together and then produce something that sounds very original. And I love it because like, yeah, this is me in my true element. This is me as OLOTU AGBA.
Yeah.
You understand? So
You're even repping the culture.
yeah, you know,
And
representing.
I'm so proud because I'm a
culture.
Yoruba girl.
Yeah.
So the particular video that did it for me was the Idon video, right? Then I started seeing the audio everywhere. People were using it, even people that were cooking, and it just always slapping. So what brought about that particular Idon like video? Like, what were you thinking?
So I usually don't like to. I'm usually not comfortable with jumping on trends because I'm kind of like a soft guy. If you
drag me, if you cry, Abby.
I'm not being a cry. But then Idon was a trend that you could easily jump on without having opinions or
Yeah, because it was a cute slang.
Just a very, very wonderful
Cute slang, yeah.
So he originated from somebody at my place of work.
Okay.
Asking and wondering what Idon really is. She's like much older, like not much older, but she's just like way, like a
That's
little
why
bit
you started
older.
with Kini Gongoni, don't
Yeah, our
you?
generation. So she was like, you know, people were just slapping it all over the place. Any small thing, I don't. She was just confused as to, she knows Idon.
It was not giving like a
everybody
Gen Z
knows,
thing.
Yeah, everybody literally knows Idon to be like magic, wonders and stuff. But like, yeah, people are calling yourself, magic. You know, imagine just saying, just say, magic, wonders, magic, gogo and stuff. And so she was just wondering, what really is this Idon? And you know, I was explaining to her at the office, and then I got home and I was like, this would actually be pass as. Okay, I think it wasn't even in the office that I mentioned that this would actually pass as content. And then I got home and put my words together because I usually like script my videos before.
Oh, you
recording.
script yourself.
Yeah. So
That's nice.
I put out like the words, put it together. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Let's put this out there for, you know, the youngins, the younger generation to enjoy. So
Because actually the Idon was like, it's for like the Gen Zs, like mostly the Gen Zs that do it. Because we're the cool kids.
it's not entirely Gen Z. Idon is Idon. It cuts across every generation. You can't avoid it. You can't run from it. Idon is Idon. So I mean, Idon doesn't actually have any particular meaning in the slang. It basically just means somebody who, you know, is just doing like superhero kind of thing. So you are doing things that normally
Idon moves, like normally it's not easy, yeah.
So
you
I
just started
did that and said, ẹnìkan béèrè níbi iṣẹ́ pé kí ni ìtumọ̀ idán yìí. Mo dẹ̀ dáhùn pé idán gangan ni idán jẹ́. Idán ò kí n bá wọn, idán ò ń jẹ breakfast. Idán máa ń pín breakfast ni. Idán doesn't do this, idán does that.
Idon doesn't use social media. Idon trend.
Idán
Yes,
doesn't
now.
He's not trying to like, idán is show me like, you know, idán trend all the time. Idán doesn't have to try.
That sound, it slaps.
It was just really nice. And even myself, I finished the video, I was like, this video should go viral. But the thing is, you never know.
Yeah.
But the moment I posted that video, I knew that. I didn't know that I was going to like get like the attention that it has now. But I felt like,
You did something good. And at that time, Idon was actually a trendy
it was a trendy
slang. Yeah.
So the moment I dropped it, was already I remember it was like a day or 3 after I posted.
That's when they had not posted.
I remember in the morning that day, I was telling my friend how I really wish Chile and I would just post one of my videos. Like, let me just post this video. Let's see what happens next for OLOTU AGBA and my brand and stuff. And then that evening, I was on air at the time. I was talking on the radio when I saw notification. Tunde had not mentioned you in a comment. I said, this guy don't post me. But interestingly, my phone's battery was really, really low at the time. But being that I was in the studio, I was working, I didn't give my phone attention. I just saw the notification and I smiled. I said to other presenters on there at the time, because like, it wasn't one man show. So I was like, Tunde not just posted, congratulations. And then we continued with the show. My phone had gone off. And by the time I was going to like switch my phone back on. It was buzzing. The last time I got that was 2020 when the Christmas video went viral and stuff, and my phone was just buzzing, it was all over the place. I was like, this is good for the brand. Finally. So
finally, consistency.
at the time I was at like 20k followers, but because of that I rose to like 30k, and I'm currently at 41.5. So thank you, Tunde Not. People that say that Tunde Not is just say whatever you want to say. For some of us, it's working.
Yeah. People really responded well to that.
So,
and because you're speaking Yoruba, when you started, the people like discourage you. People might not understand you. Did you feel like people might not like embrace what you were bringing?
Interestingly, the conflict was less external and more internal. I had like struggles for like a year. I remember in 2021, August 2021, I was wanting to project more than only what people accept. Because there's a place of you being yourself, and there's a place of you being who you are, because people like what they see. So I didn't want that for me. I didn't want to be doing it because of people. I want to do whatever it is I'm doing for myself. Whoever comes, if it's 20 followers I have, and they appreciate what I'm doing, and it doesn't change who I am, I don't mind.
Yeah.
So there was a thing of growing up, I wasn't entirely like Yoruba. It wasn't like, I'm like, when I grew up, we were speaking Yoruba all over the place, and there was one interior of Ibadan. I lived in a place in Ibadan, like there was a lot of English going on around there, like people from different tribes and stuff, like living in that area. So I didn't grow up as Yoruba. My mom is like low-key Igbo Yoruba. So it was just a thing where like I spoke Yoruba, yes, quite well, and I have a talent. So I mixed that together, and then he created the whole OLOTU AGBA. So for me, OLOTU AGBA was not like entirely my identity. There were other things I could do. I could speak other languages.
And you wanted to showcase that.
I could actually like do voiceovers properly in English, like clean, good English. It might not be Queen's English. Yes, they not bomb me in Queensland. It's Nigeria that they bomb me. But like it was really good. It was good enough for people to say that it is good. So I didn't want to confine myself to just Yoruba. So I remember 2020, I was really, really like depressed, because it was a struggle to just sit with only OLOTU AGBA. I didn't want that. And it was obvious that I should actually stick with OLOTU AGBA, because like people love OLOTU AGBA.
Yeah, people love that.
But then I just kept doing I was very stubborn about it. And I'm happy that I was stubborn, because eventually it made my brand such that I'm identified for more than just Yoruba right now. Like a number of people know me
for your voiceover.
More than just the Yoruba guy. They know that I can do other stuff. Because I remember it wasn't just OLOTU AGBA I was doing basically radio presenter impressions. So I would do UK radio presenters. I would do Spanish radio, what they sound like. I would do German radio, what they sound like. I even did radio in Zimbabwe. I've forgotten the Shona, yes, the language spoken in some parts of Zimbabwe is Shona. So I did Shona radio, what the presenters in Zimbabwe would sound like. Ghana, it is saying Akwaba, all these things. So, I did all of that, and people, this guy is really, really good and stuff. But at the end of the day, it can only be enjoyed as a one-hit wonder content.
Yeah.
One-hit wonder content. It can't be like, you can't keep giving them the same thing that is not the actual thing.
Yeah.
But the actual thing is OLOTU AGBA, because like that's really, really.
But once in a while, you can be dropping that
once in a
while. Yes.
So,
yeah.
I speak German, and it was a struggle that would I now only end up like after my degree, would I only end up just doing Yoruba on social media? Like it's like a waste of a lot of things for me.
And your family, feel like you were wasting your degree.
It's like it's always concerned like you can actually do stuff in German. I'm always telling me that I don't have German audience. My people that don't speak figure it out, and I'm still on that journey to figure out how I can still use German to create a content that would actually,
Yes.
that people would actually watch and enjoy. I'll find it eventually.
Yeah.
So the conflict for a long time has been, till now, it's still like there's still fragments of that internal conflict going on. But I pray that I would find it. I'll find it and I'll get it right. But to an extent, I found it because like Yoruba is accepted, and I'm doing that Yoruba like really well.
And Yoruba is
like,
so beautiful.
Yeah, Yoruba is actually a really beautiful language. It's actually a really beautiful language. So if people are
and you're more like promoting your culture,
my
culture to the world
and stuff like that. OLOTU AGBA Lumee. So that's after that.
So why don't you talk like how you talk online, like the deep voice?
So the deep voice online or the soft voice online is
So
voice
now you're
over
sounding
voice.
really cool like me, but online you're
so
like.
the thing is, imagine me walking up to you on a regular day and doing this. Bewaji, awelewa.
I'll be smiling every day.
Nah, it would really be like.
No, I feel like you have a deep voice now. People have deep voices.
Imagine
like
nobody sounds like this. It is voice over, it's acting. Imagine us being at an event and then I come to you, baby girl.
Okay, I get now actually. Exactly.
Wow.
I will even tell you that it's okay. People are looking.
Yeah, like this creepy guy. So I mean, I can't be sounding like that. This is how I sound in life.
That and it's cool.
In fact, I even sound like this sometimes. And sometimes I even sound like this sometimes, and then I sound like this sometimes. Like I really actually like. There are times when, depending on the weather that is blowing, I can sound more like, oh, my name is Michael, and this
more
is what
serious.
I do. Yeah, even when I'm serious. So yeah, I can't be.
Yeah, I can't be doing that. Yeah,
doing
that's
what
online.
I go to.
Okay, so Lumee, or should I say Michael? So how do you script your work? How do you pull your work together?
Okay, so yeah, being that I had training in media, because I studied mass communication before the university.
So you like studying, no?
I like book actually.
Mass communication, you went back to study language.
Study language, yeah.
That's nice.
So, being that I had those principles, I knew that I can't just jump on the camera and start talking. And it's one of the reasons why it's not convenient for me to jump on trends and just start talking about anything. I have to script it.
Yeah, it's even very important.
Yeah, so I have to like script it. So like everything I do, everything that's seen on social media is scripted. Like it's not like I just sit down and then I just start blasting whatever. I always make sure I script them because there's a way I want my things to sound.
Yes,
I could spend like literally like over an hour on a 30-second clip because there's a way I want every line to sound.
Yeah.
While it might not be so convenient for fast content, like just to play sharp, it is for me. It works for me because now I know that everything I'm putting out is well thought of. It's not just jargons I just put out, So, although while I like consider like now jumping on trends and gist are going viral and stuff now, I write down everything I want to do. I have an idea in my head. Okay, for example, the Idol video, I knew what I wanted to talk about. So all I just had to do was sit down and write out every single line. Okay, this and this. Okay, from here to here, there's some, coherence. Blah, blah, blah. I think just fits well, and then I put it down.
And everything, your content doesn't just have to be too serious. You have to put in some inside jokes and all of those things. So so you script before you shoot. So that's good. Then you mix, you edit your videos and all of those things.
At least at the moment, I do all of my editing. I do everything to say by myself.
That's nice. That's really nice. That's nice to hear.
I'm looking for help.
You're looking for what?
Help.
You don't need help.
You can't do it.
You're OLOTU AGBA.
Idol maestro.
Exactly. You don't know they look for. Idol is.
Idol to laugh.
But so you're going to do something special for me. You're going to hype me. I go to the gym, right? I'm a gym girl. So you're going to hype me. Just hype a gym girl. Like me. Yeah.
In Yoruba.
In Yoruba, of course.
I mean, I won't start from the point of the gym, but yeah. Bewaji, right?
Yeah,
Your name must be Bewaji.
Yes, ma'am.
Bewaji. Ọmọge awẹ́lẹ́wà.
Oh.
Àpọ̀nbẹ̀pọ̀ rẹ̀. Bí ó Bewaji bá rìn lọ, ẹ̀ mọ̀ wò pé ṣómi ní ṣàn lọ ni. A máa rìn gbẹ̀rẹ̀gbẹ̀rẹ̀ bí ẹni ẹ̀gbẹ́ ń dùn. Ẹgbẹ́ òkùnkùn dùn Bewaji.
Kò dùn mí o.
Ọlá Ọlọ́run ní farahàn nínú ayé rẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rí Bewaji, kẹ̀kí mẹ́sàn-án, kẹ̀kí mẹ́wàá, torí lásán kọ́ ló dúró, akọni obìnrin lójú ogun. Bí Bewaji bá gbé 5 kg, àdàbí ẹni wùyẹ́ gbàgbé tẹ́ kejì àdàbí ẹni gbé bébà bẹ́wàjì alágbára ọmọge ẹ̀yin lè mọ̀ wò pé orí tẹ́rẹ́ àmọ́ ara ẹwà rẹ̀ náà ni tó bá gbà yín mú tó bá mú yín sọ́wọ́ ẹ̀rù ó bà yín bẹ́wàjì ọmọge awẹ́lẹ́wà tí ò ṣe fojú di tí ò ṣe fọwọ́ rọ́ sẹ́yìn ni bẹ́ẹ̀ bá rí kẹ́ bá nǹkan sára sí o.
That was good. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Am I red?
Are you red?
Am I red?
Nigerians don't blush like that, you know. Black people don't.
Actually, sometimes I'm a mankpon.
No matter I mean, or when you're under better stress, maybe when you change your car tire. Only a day, you know you swear, you not just a
But yeah, that was actually really good. Do you see yourself teaching people like what you do?
I feel like
because you're not just like an English content creator.
Yeah.
It's something if you want to teach them content creation, but now you're going to be teaching them how to do what you do, like in Yoruba, the whole CC and all of those things.
Yeah, so I feel like it might happen eventually, but at the moment, I don't think I'm there yet.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm as much of an authority to start saying, oh, I packed it together and I'm teaching them anything. So I need to work on myself first.
Yeah.
Get to a level, a point in time. These things, for me, I like things to be very organic. I like things to come naturally. When it gets to that point, you won't have to make yourself do it. But at the moment, I feel like I'm doing it by proxy. So you see my video and you learn one or two things from there. I'm currently looking at teaching a few Yoruba things, but I do not want to be seen as a Yoruba language custodian. I'm a Yoruba language speaker. It doesn't now mean that, or I'm a Yoruba content creator doesn't now mean that I have to start teaching
Yoruba
the culture. It doesn't mean that I have to start doing that. It's not a must that the fact that I am a Yoruba content creator, then automatically I have to be a language custodian or a language teacher or so to speak. So I feel like I just do what I do. People learn from it by proxy, by virtue of what I do and stuff. Eventually, when the time comes, and there's a reason to create something that allows people to learn Yoruba through me, we do that. But at the moment, what I'm doing is just letting out like nuggets and saying things that make people laugh and make people happy. And I think I still want to do that for a while before becoming a school.
So from everything we've said, what we can get from you like in the future now is that we should be expecting something else apart from Yoruba, like
like
other languages.
Like,
So when you want to do your French, just call me. I'm a French guru. I mean, la français, le français, everything in français. Vous parlez français. Yeah. We are there.
So I should say something for the young ones out there. So yeah, my what I always say every time is very simple. If you think
be serious now. Okay, let me be serious.
I'm not serious. I'm never serious.
You are. You're serious now.
If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you are right. It was something I got from my 100 level days back in uni. If you think that you can't do something, then you have registered that you can't do it. But if you think you can't do something, then there's a very high chance that you'll do it. That's basically what I mean. So whatever it is that you're trying to aim for, if you think you can, if you think you can't, it leaves it like it's all in your hands to decide.
It is, honestly, it is. You can be anything you put your mind to.
Yeah.
Just have to put your mind to it and do it well.
Yeah, do it well.
Don't do it lazily. Don't do it just because.
And don't feel like you've gotten there.
And be consistent too. Yeah. So thank you so much. This was a very interesting topic.
We don't finish. We are done.
Yeah, but it is never done. Exactly. But actually, I'm sure you guys.
Never be done for.
Amen.
Amen. I'm about done. You are done for. It is finished for you.
God forbid in Jesus' name.
Done.
Please, can we round? Can we go? Can we go? But anyways, I'm sure you guys are saying that this is something entirely different from what we do. But I feel like most people needed this. I just wanted you guys to know that you can do whatever it is you put your mind to. You don't have to go with the crowd. You can be different, and people would embrace what you stand for, what you put out there. So don't be ashamed of being different. Don't be ashamed to put out your content, put out yourself.
Don't be ashamed to be weird. Yeah, there's that too.
Don't be ashamed to be who you are. Just put it out there. And if you're a content creator and you're like, oh, people might not like what I have to bring, people will. You just have to believe in yourself. Okay, this is Perspire to Aspire. Yes, I'm perspiring you so that you can aspire. But then again, look at Lumee. If he stopped
haven't. This guy, Nkai Fele, he sang a song. He said, "Tí 20% ẹ dá láyé, tó bá ti fẹ́ràn mi, mo ti fáwọn 80% tó kù kó máa gbé mi." So if 80% are gbé mi and you have 20%, you have your audience.
Exactly.
So
put
20% by
yourself
the way
out
can be
there.
like 2 million people. So
And if you need to work on yourself, if you need to build your confidence, if you need to go to the
We all
gym,
need
go.
to
If you need
improve.
to speak well, learn the language well and do it. Okay? Okay, now this is serious Bella. Ha ha ha. So thank you, Lumee.
Thank you very
Or
much.
should I call you Michael? Hi, Michael.
Michael is very personal.
So I cannot call you
To my
Michael.
girlfriend.
You know, man, need girlfriend.
Yeah?
I thought you don't usually stand alone. So you have girlfriend. Anyways, thank you, OLOTU AGBA, for your presence here. I'm sure we learned a lot. Thank you. I learned a lot actually, and you hyped me, so haha, a win is a win. Thank you. So, how do we find you on social media?
Oh yeah. You can find me all over social media at Lumee_M. The Lumee is spelled L to the U to the M to the E to the E LUMEE_M. If you don't find that one, just put another underscore.
Okay.
Depends on the platform. It's
Bye guys.